Okay, so now you have Manny representing you, and the judge actually allows you release on a $90,000 bond for house arrest with GPS monitoring.
Correct.
How long were you locked up?
I was locked up 10 months prior to me making bond.
Okay, so now you're out.
Yeah.
Now, as this is happening in June of 2023, Jamarcus Johnson ends up reaching a plea deal where he pled guilty to 3 counts of accessory after the fact in exchange for his conspiracy to murder was dropped. And Jamarcus was expected to testify against other people in that case. Did he actually take the stand against other people?
Yeah, he took the stand against his brother.
Against his brother.
Straight drop.
Straight drop.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. So the trial is now starting to, the wheels are getting in motion now. But then in 2024, in January, Big Jook gets killed outside of a restaurant. This was leaving a funeral, right?
Yeah, so he had actually left the funeral. It wasn't a restaurant, it was an event center.
Okay.
And where they were having, like the repass after the funeral, celebrating the life of a relative of theirs. And during the repass, Jook went outside to have a smoke break, and things just went left.
Was Jook's mother there when he got killed?
Yes, she was there. She wasn't right beside him when he got killed, like people were lying and saying she was.
She's still close by?
Yeah, she was at the actual repass, so yeah,
Sad.
Yeah.
Now, Jook is someone you had a long relationship with. When you heard about that, what did you think?
The environment I come from, you kind of, it's crazy this might sound, you get kind of numb to death. But considering that it was somebody that I knew and that I was, I had a relationship with, despite the beef that he had going on with Paper Route or whatever, Jook was, he's always been a cool associate of mine, We didn't talk every day. Me and Jook would go months, sometimes maybe even a year or two without talking. But, whenever we seen each other or communicated at a dice game or something like that, it was always a mutual respect, always cool.
Well, I did some research, and it doesn't seem like whoever killed Big Jook has been charged.
No.
So it's still an open case?
Yes, it's still an open case, and, the streets know. And I'm sure if the streets know, the police know. For whatever reason, they're not taking the initiative like they do in other cases.
Okay. So did the prosecution intend on charging Big Jook for the Young Dolph murder? Because later on, Jook is sort of involved in this whole case that you're now in at the time.
Well, in my opinion,
how do they charge you but not him? How do you get indicted but Jook is still walking around?
I don't get that part. In my opinion, if they wanted to charge him, they could have. The same evidence that they said they had against me
included Jook.
They had against Jook,
right,
if not more.
Exactly.
I think I was singled out because maybe they knew I didn't have the resources that Jook had.
Oh, because his brother's Gotti.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
And so, with that being said, I think that the plan was to arrest me and to try to put the squeeze on me and, I guess, develop or help materialize whatever they were trying to do.